Hello, this is James Cox with Premier Martial Arts in Abilene, Texas, and we are back at you. Today we have a cool instructional video on what I like to call deceptive kicks. You can call them trick kicks, but I don't want you to think like sport karate of 720s and twists and triple double crazy backflips. This is more application for fighting where we set a kick up a certain way. It's almost like hypnotizing your person to see what the kick looks like when it comes their way, and then to switch and turn it over. You know, because a good saying in martial arts and in fighting is use what works until it doesn't, right? If it works, you keep doing it. So if I can hit somebody with a front kick, guess what? Keep throwing a front kick. But when and if it is now expected and defending, then we have our plan B where we can switch it around in certain ways. So this is like the art of war, being prepared and being planned, having good strategy. You know, a good fighter is actually someone very intelligent on the principles, concepts, and philosophies of the martial arts. All right, I have with me today my wonderful youth and teen Pancration fight team. And these guys, we have LJ, Kingston, Farron, Josh, Alejandro, Kinsey, and Mario are going to help me help you guys with deceptive kicks number 1 through 5. I bet you could come up with some of your own deceptive kicks because there are things that are personal, meaning what works for me might not necessarily work exactly for you or for you or for you, especially after the basics advance and start flourishing to be more your style. So you should put some self-awareness and thought in your martial arts training and what is your style? What is your method? Today we're working the 5 deceptive kicks. Ready? Feet together, set. Feet together, set. Fighting stance, move. Yeah. All right, always got to check that we first have that basic fighting stance correctly. What's that checklist we hear so many times? Hands up, elbows in, chin down, shoulders up, to the side, knees bend, weights on the balls of the feet. We're going to start with the rear leg front kick, which is a very powerful kick straight through the middle. The center line where there's not as much muscle, there's no vital areas, and in the center line it's hard to protect because there's usually an open window. So to go through that, they'd have to stop you to go through it by really putting their hands together, and that doesn't happen as much, okay? So the timing is key. Now you have an offensive or a defensive kick. What's the difference in an offensive kick or a defensive kick? Well, one word, step. You step or you don't. Offensive, I might step into it. Defensive, I might wait for them and time them. So let's go more defensive so our left leg is planted, and we're going to start off with a kick more known as question mark. What's the name of the kick?
Question mark, sir.
Deceptive kick number 1, question mark. It's a question mark because no one knows what it is. What is it? What is it? Is it a front kick? Is it a round kick? Well, they're going to find out at the end. So when you throw that front kick first, the hope is that it is successful. Lift the knee, drive the ball of the foot right through the sternum. Ready? And move. I even like to bring the knee in a little tighter to exaggerate that front drive and press as you stay low. Ready? Move. And then all of a sudden, now the kick is maybe not working for you, or you're just ready to switch it up. So midway before you finish the front kick, about right here, is when you're going to roll it over. Now this would take some flexibility to try to get it to the neck, to point the toes and use the shin, and to cut down, almost like you would do a Muay Thai 360 round kick. So to actually do the question mark kick, it starts here and turns over, okay? Let's try that. Ready, go. Looks like a front kick, that becomes a round kick. Ready? So, and question mark, go. Front to round. Bigger circle. Ready, and go. So if I could see on an opponent, you guys go to your spot, feet together, set. Again, my setup is key. I want to hypnotize them, get them used to seeing what my front kick works like. Hey, best case, the front kick works. Like I said earlier, just keep doing it. But when and if not, is getting a reaction, and especially if I have enough wisdom to see that I have an opening here, then I'm going to turn that kick over to the round kick, like the question mark symbol. Just like that, guys, all right? Let's go back to our spot, and let's go to partners. You guys find yourself a partner? We'll start with our shield. A good pad holder is important against you, nice and firm. So fighting stance, move.
Yeah.
Mr. Mario is going to throw that front kick with bad intention. Make it strong. Ready, go. Nice kick. And now he's going to fake it, turn it to a round kick, which is in essence the question mark. Let's go a little higher on that one, okay? So you guys do the 2. Ready, front kick, and now question mark. Front kick, question mark. Nice. Let the other side have a couple opportunities. Good pad holders. Nice fighting stance. Josh, I would go ahead and turn a little more like Mario. Yeah, just hold it against you. Okay, so we throw front kick, and then we throw question mark. A little higher on the question mark. Front kick, question mark, again. Nice job. All right, pads up, back to our spots. Good? Okay. Feet together, set. Fighting stance, move. Yeah. Deceptive kick number 2 is almost the opposite of what we just did. Instead of a straight line turning to a circle, we're going to start with a circle and invert it backwards, upside down, and inside out to a front kick, all right? So invert kick, the way I would sell it, and that's a good word, by the way, guys, is you're selling these kicks. You know, you're that salesman. I'm not saying to be dishonest, but you're being tricky. So you want him to think you're throwing a round kick. The way to do that is to really throw it. He sees what it looks like. And then the change of mind is to invert it to a front kick. I wouldn't say this is a very powerful kick, but what you're able to do many times is push them down. And putting someone on the ground is already a good thing, right? So let's throw the inverted kick by first throwing a good round kick. Both of these I like to the body, okay? So these would all be, maybe you don't have the flexibility to do. Question mark is good. This is a great alternative to body shots. So number 2, round kick, big circle, exaggerate that circle. And now what happens is I'm going to have a shift of my hips. Instead of the knee facing here, faces this way, and change that front kick. Yeah, I know, it's very different, right? You see some of this icon styles of Wing Chun and even in sport karate where you do that little invert kick. So let's throw a round kick first. And now let's throw invert kicks. Round kick first. Invert kick. Feet together, set to your spot. So you can see with an opponent, to open the elbow and the body up to create opening. This is the intelligence of fighting. I throw a big round kick. And then last minute, change it to a front kick. 1, 2, just like that, guys. Partner up. Let's grab a shield on this side. Fighting stance, move. Yeah. Good pad holder, nice and ready, right? So let's throw that full contact Muay Thai round kick to the body. You're eating that side of the ribs up, okay? Ready, and 1. This time he's going to fake it and turn it invert. Ready, go. Again, round kick. Invert kick. Again, go. Good job, guys. Nice kick, Mario. Switch. Hold it for the round kick first, sir. Yeah. I wouldn't put my face too much over it, though. Okay, hands up. And round kick. And turn. Invert kick. Again. Round. Invert. One more. And break. Back to our spot. Feet together, set. Okay, deceptive kick number 3. I'm just going to call it a pump side kick. Kind of makes me think of a double jab or a double powerful right cross. Throwing a side kick and then throwing a side kick, not completely, bringing it back to pump a second one out. There you see this a lot with lead leg point fighters, okay? So fighting stance, move. Any kick has a risk, so let's keep this in mind. The risk of a kick is for an instant, for a moment, you're on one leg. That's not something that's normally the most stable, to be on one leg, right? So to kick in a hurry, come back to 2 feet is a good priority. Fighting or competing against anyone that is trained to grab a leg, especially a wrestler looking for a takedown or to go to jiu-jitsu, then it's very easy for them to grab a leg and take you down. The defense is there to kick hard and fast enough so it's not easy to grab any leg. But let's look at our lead leg side kick. Of course, you have to turn a little more to the side. So we're going to have a pivoting foot. We're going to chamber underneath us. So everything's perpendicular up here like this. The contact is with the edge of the heel, the bladed part. So if you just kind of pivot, shoulder, hip, and heel, remember the power's in your back pocket, and throw that lead leg side kick. Great kick to the ribs. That crack and crevice, just slide underneath that elbow. Boom. So it's formed like a blade, okay? Hands up. A good way to throw this is like we've done with the other deceptive kicks, is actually throw it. But now what we're going to do is we're going to pump the first one where it's extended about 3/4 of the way. So don't lock your knee. Just about 3/4. And then as soon as you do that, you bring it in and you throw the second one really hard. You know, a good side kick, do you see how it kind of looks like a back kick? That's the power of turning there, okay? So let's do the double pump side kick. 1, 2. Now the trick here is that the first kick is a little bit off angle. I'm almost saying you're going to miss them on purpose. It is a setup, guys. You're going to miss them on purpose. So if I had Alejandro up here, I'm going to throw my lead side kick basically like I'd be brushing towards his elbow, about this far, to get exactly what I just got, his elbow to open up, to chicken wing there. And then that sets up a chamber, and then throw the second kick here. So you go off, pow, and then in. A little bit off, in. And you can see the power you can get with that kick. And then hurry and get back to the ground, okay? So let's see that double pump side kick. Ready, and move. Move. Stronger. Move. Nice job. Ready. Move. Move. And let's find our partners. Feet together, set. Fighting stance, move. So what you would look for is to throw your first kick about this direction without hitting the pad. The second one comes in and goes center line, and that's that strong rib breaking kick, all right? So fighting stance and pump side. Ready, go. Good. Go. Stronger. Go. Nice. Switch. Deceptive kick number 3, pump side. Back to our lines. Almost done, guys. Feet together, set. There are certain moves that may not be your main move. They may not be your go-to, but guess what? They may be someone else's. So it's good to know all of these moves to give you that variety of tools. It's like having tools. For certain jobs, one tool doesn't work. So if that's the only tool you have, you could be in trouble. So you have some backup plans, right? Not to mention, again, like I was saying in fighting, to have the intelligence of seeing it before. It's not a good thing to have somebody do something on you in a fight and you've never seen it before. You're confused. You have no way of countering. You have no expectation of tensing, you know, of defending, because you don't know what just happened, all right? So element of surprise is big. It's important, and I don't want you guys to be surprised. We're training. Feet together, set. Fighting stance, move. With the right flexibility and practice, we can prepare a good lead leg hook kick. Now, the lead leg hook kick is an illusion of a side kick. Think about that. It looks like I'm about to throw what? Yes, it's an illusion of a side kick, and then we roll the hips really big. You could use heel, but for now we're going to point the toes and use the ball of the foot. Not only for the safety, but for the extra reach is what I prefer here. Now, kicking to the head is where we want to kick with a hook kick. The obstacle is the shoulder. So if you think of just brushing over the shoulder, I'm ever so slightly getting my foot over his shoulder. Because what's on top of the shoulders? The head. All right. So illusion of a side kick, roll the hips, and hook over the shoulder. Nice kick, sir. Ready. Lead leg hook kick. Move. But we're going to keep the leg up because we have balance like that, and we're going to come right back with a bigger, better round kick after the hook kick. I don't even care as much if the hook kick makes much contact, because the money, the big shot, is in that return of the round kick. So you go side and then back to side. Same leg, 2 kicks in the air. Hook, round. Lead hook, lead round. Use the hip. Ready, and move. Move. Nice. Let's find a partner and grab a paddle. I'm going to put this about head level. So my partner throws the lead leg hook kick, comes back with a bigger, better round kick. Ready, and move. 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 And switch. Fighting stance. Ready? Move. 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 Break. Back to our spots. Feet together, set. Last one. Last but not least is going to go from an axe kick variation. So it's not a 12-6, top of clock to bottom, straight up and down. It's a lead axe or a rear axe or a skip axe that can be 11 to 5. And there's some advantages in throwing that kick that way. The power of the axe kick is what goes up, like gravity, it must come down. So we want to swing the leg up and we want to drop it down twice as hard and fast. If the axe kick lands, of course, that's great. Remember, Deceptive Kicks is about setting up plan 2. And that's going to turn your back just in the right place to throw a back kick or spinning or jump pop-up back kick. Fighting stance, so we're going to go our rear leg. And again, if we went 11-5, we have a pivoting foot right here. Swing the leg, point the toes. We could discuss another time the heel versus the ball of the foot. I want to go with the ball. Remember, it goes up, 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 and drops down in front. In front and narrow. Is this a proper fighting stance? Not really, but we did it for a purpose, not going way over here. So right leg in the back, lead, 11-5 variation of the angle axe kick, pivot, move. Again, move. And at this moment, we just turn our back, shoulder, hip, and heel, and stop. There's a somewhat of an hourglass of the knees in. If you turn more than this, it's going to become a side kick. Barely look over your left shoulder. Left leg throws a back kick, straight to the middle, turn, and you're ready. That is the combination. Deceptive kick number 6, axe kick to turn back kick. Ready. 1, 2, reset. Don't leave your back turned for too long. Ready. 1, 2, go. And partner up. The way I would probably hold the paddle here, we typically go palm up on the axe kick and then just kind of turn and hold it out here, trusting your partner. Now, it's not easy to focus those two big kicks on this small pad. Okay, so as we talk about the main 3 elements of martial arts is speed, focus, and power. There's a lot of other things that are necessary, but of course you want to be fast, right guys? You want to get in there and get out as fast as you can. But it has to be effective, so you want to be strong, powerful. But imagine you could have the fastest and strongest move, but if you miss the target, there's no accuracy, all right? You can call it focus, you can call it accuracy, a bullseye hitting the right spot. So that's going to be the challenge in these big kicks. Even on a small pad like this is having enough accuracy. So he does his rear leg, right leg axe kick, lands it for the back kick. Boom, just like that. Let's do a couple, guys. Ready, and go. Axe kick, spin back kick, reset. Go. Go. And switch. And go. Axe, back. Go. 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 And break to your spots. Feet together, set. Fighting stance, move. Yeah. One final quick review of the question mark kick. So we actually do the front kick. Move. And now turn it over. Move. The second one, invert kick. Actually do the round kick. Move. And then turn it over. Move. The pump side kick. Do the 2. Ready. Move. Good. And then the axe kick to rear leg back kick. Move. Feet together, set. Good job today, guys. I appreciate you. So that concludes this instruction on the 5 deceptive kicks. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I challenge you to come up with your own version because you are a unique individual. We like to say in the martial arts that You're not a martial art, you're a martial artist. And this means that each of you are very different. Does that make sense, guys? So it's okay to be a creative individual, but it's never okay to break the foundation of the solid basics, doing all the little things right. That's not just in the martial arts, that's in your life. It all goes together as a way of life.